Hey, what's happening, everybody? Hey, YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to a little more aquaporn with me, Steve. First, like to just thank a bunch of people for messages of support. I lost a fish, and those guys were great. Mark Devlin, Reefer Gill, Gone Reefing 654, Jack Murray, Derek Runyon, did I say him already? Fish Dude 65. If I missed you, I'm terribly sorry, but I do appreciate the support from you all. That's why I really like making videos and putting them on YouTube, because the community is much more supportive than any forum I've ever been in. So you guys are great. Everybody out there is awesome. Thanks a lot. I was just really bummed that night because, you know, I made every effort to save that fish. I was treating him, you know, and I was either just not in time or it wasn't in the cards. But I rubbed some dirt on it, and I'm back in the game. Never really was seriously considering giving up saltwater, not after all the efforts I've made. It's just a rough go right now, and I'm sure it will get better. So today was the day I was supposed to start raising the salinity here in my hospital tank, slowly but surely, one day at a time, and over the course of the next 7 days. But I've decided that I am going to hold off a week or two, since there were flukes in here, or at least I believe there were flukes in here. I am going to treat them for fluke, keep them in hypo, and then start raising. Now, one of the things is, now this shouldn't be possible in hyposalinity. This coral beauty here has a white spot on his tail. Now, he's not going to get close enough for you to see it. And that shouldn't be possible after 7 weeks of hyposalinity. It should really be eradicated. It shouldn't be able to go through its entire life cycle, which is making me kind of believe maybe I misdiagnosed from the very beginning. You know, you're not supposed to be able to see flukes, but maybe that's what I'm looking at. And then this coral beauty over here has a strange white thing happening down his lateral line. You saw it in the earlier shot, but they're not going to come close to me because they're scared of me. I'm being mean to them. I'm keeping them in this little box. But this video is more about showing you all how I'm going to try and properly pair this coral beauty. The coral beauty pair, or put a pair together here. You know, we try to emulate nature as much as possible in our tanks, and here I am trying to do something that is completely unnatural. They typically hang out in harems. My tank isn't big enough for a harem, but you can get a coral beauty pair. They do sell them in some shops as a pair, but I put up this egg crate. Now, ideally, I should have cut a couple holes in here to allow what I believe is going to be the female to pass through the egg crate from time to time, and let what I believe is going to be the male over here get used to her. However, if I do that, the male's going to be able to get through too, so it's going to be a moot point. You know, they're just, so what I've been doing is from time to time I'll take down the egg crate here, and I'll see if I can do it one-handed, and I'll just let them hang out and chill out together for a while. And then when I see some major aggression going on, here we go. Sorry about the frame, folks, but there we go. Okay. So now I'm going to just let them hang out and see what they do. I'll back off the tank here a little bit so they don't see me. And this has been kind of working out. I do this about 2 or 3 times a day for about 15 minutes or so. I'm going to hide behind the door and just have the camera poke out here and see if they'll come out. And they're not going to be cooperative with me. So this is kind of how I've been doing it. I'll lift the gate for a while. It's real easy to get them back in place because once I approach the tank, the male's coming out. And right away he goes after her, but not bad, nothing like before. Let's just sit back and look here and see if he gets really super aggressive with her, which hasn't been the case. I'm surprised he went after her right away like that, because for the most part it's been like this. They kind of chill out and then he bugs out for some reason, but he doesn't nip at her anymore. He just kind of does that. He just kind of charges her a little bit. She takes off and everything's cool. So this is how I've been kind of doing it. I'll let them hang out for a little while. Things get too stressful in there, I'll put them back, put the gate back up. Like I said, it's been really easy because the female, she darts to this side of the tank, gets in her little chosen PVC, and he darts to his end. So putting the gate in and keeping them separated isn't a hassle at all, especially when I approach the tank. So now here they are, they're exploring each other's side. Oh, he just saw she's on the wrong side of the tank. He chased her out of there real quick. So hopefully I can get them to pair up. I'll take this extra time to just keep doing this, get them used to each other. I mean, the aggression is much less now since I've been doing this than it was, and hopefully they'll pair up and properly pair. She's pretty submissive, so you know, she knows to keep her distance. They haven't been swimming together or anything. From time to time they do. But that's how I'm doing it, folks. Let me know if you know of any other ways that are a little bit better, and I'll give that a shot. But for now, I'm just gonna wait a week or two more, keep it in hypo, make sure I get all the parasites out of there. I'm not gonna go through all this hassle to fail. So gonna take the extra time, which is a real drag because they've been in there 7 weeks already. They need to get up to their new home, man. Look at it, it's looking beautiful. Tank is looking great. Got the old Jabo WP25 on the W1 setting. The only thing is Condi's a freaking moron. He's right up in here. He was down here in this area right here, which I thought was a perfect spot. Now he creeped up in here, which is right in front of the flow. So when it's on the else mode or the reef mode, he's getting blasted. So I figured he'd move on, find a more suitable spot. He's a dork. He's not doing anything. So hopefully in a couple weeks we'll get this filled with some fish. I'm tired of pet rock phase here. Get these guys up and going. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks again for everybody's support. And we will catch you next time, YouTube. Later, y'all.